Once upon a time in Adu village, there lived a young girl, Omolara. She was very beautiful and stunning. Her voice was very melodious and beautiful. She had the voice of an angel. Omolara's father, Adewale, loved her so much. She was his precious jewel. But Mama Shade, Omolara's stepmother, despised Omolara. She tormented and maltreated Omolara every chance she got, but always pampered her own daughter, Shade, who was just a few years younger than Omolara. She was a spoilt brat. She had no manners and she was lazy. Omolara worked very hard. She would go to fetch water from the well, go to the market, cook, and sweep the floor, while Shade would sit down majestically like a queen. One day, Omolara was preparing pounded yam. She started singing beautifully while cooking. Mama Shade started looking for Omolara. She looked for her everywhere. Omolara, Omolara, where is that girl? She went outside and met Omolara singing. This useless girl, you have started opening your dirty mouth to sing again. You think you are one star, Abby? She said to Omolara. I'm sorry, Mama, Omolara said. Shut up. You have started talking back at me. You don't have manners. I don't blame you. If I come out and the pounded yam is not ready, me and you will enter the same trousers. Omolara's heart sank and hot tears started rolling down her cheeks. Nothing I do is ever right. I am just useless. While Omolara was crying, Adewale was coming back from the farm. He met Omolara crying. My daughter, why are you crying? He said with a worried expression. Omolara couldn't stop the tears from flooding. She said, It's nothing. Adewale was now aggravated. Is Mama Shade again, Abi? He stormed into the house. Mama Shade, Mama Shade, what did my daughter ever do to you? Why did you make Omolara cry? Mama Shade replied, did you know what your daughter did? I asked her to make food for us to eat since morning, and I met her playing around. Adewale replied, and so? Why couldn't Shade pound the yam instead? Is Omolara your maid? Mama Shade cut in. My own precious daughter should pound yam. No, she's too fragile for that. More so, Omolara is our older sister. Adewale replied, don't worry, and he walked away angrily. Later that night, Mama Shade was in deep thoughts. This girl wants to drive a wedge between me and my husband. Before this girl will scatter my house, I must find something to do about it. The next day, Mama Shade went to the market and started talking with a trader from the city. I have a girl for you. She is strong and hardworking. She will be very useful for you. The trader replied, Are you sure, Mama Shade? Mama Shade replied, Will I lie for you? In fact, she can go with you tomorrow. But you have to balance me well, oh. The trader replied, Of course, do not worry about that. The next morning, Adewale traveled to the neighboring town. Mama Shade went with Omolara to the market. She told Omolara, This man is my family. He will take you to the city so that you can bring some goods back from me. He will bring you back in 2 days' time. Omolara was confused. But what about Papa? Mama Shade with a cunning smile. He is even the one that suggested it. Omolara replied, Okay, Mama, I will do as you have said. She carried a sack and she followed the trader. Omolara and the trader set out for their journey. They took the next bus to the city. After a few hours, they arrived in the city. They got down at the front of a market. Then the trader told Omolara, Stay right here, I'll be back. Okay, sir, Omolara replied, grabbing onto her sack. Omolara was standing alone in the market. Then she got distracted. She started walking around. The city was nothing like a village. It was big and it was beautiful, very, very busy. The trader came back, but he didn't meet Omolara. He looked for Omolara everywhere but couldn't find her. Back in the village, Adewale came back from his journey. Omolara was nowhere to be found. Mama Shade, where's my daughter? Mama Shade came out. I don't know. She just left home and I haven't seen her since. She will be back soon. Mama Shade, are you hearing yourself? What do you mean she just walked away from the house and she hasn't come back since morning? Adewale was worried. He started looking for Omolara everywhere, at the markets, in the town, but he couldn't find Omolara. Mama Shade started to panic. She decided to ask the trader to bring Omolara back. The next day, she called the trader. I am sorry, but please can you bring Omolara back? The trader explained everything to Mama Shade over the phone. Mama Shade held her head. Ha! I'm in trouble. In the city, Omolara was lost. She was walking around everywhere. She had nobody and she was hungry. She saw a restaurant that had a workers needed sign and decided to walk in. They gave her the job. Omolara started to work and she was happy. She had no home, so in the nights she usually slept on the cold floors of the restaurants. One day, after a long day of work, the restaurant was empty and Omolara started singing. She sang passionately and she did not notice when a woman walked in. The woman looked beautiful and wore expensive jewelry. Wow, whose beautiful voice is that? She said as she walked in. She approached Omolara. My dear, you sing so beautifully. Omolara stopped singing, her eyes wide open. I'm sorry, ma, I didn't know when you walked in. How may I help you? The woman told Omolara, your voice is so beautiful. I've never heard anything like it. I am Madam Adesuwa. If you sing for me, I will make you a star. Omolara was so excited and she hugged Madam Adesuwa. Few years after, Madam Adesuwa kept to her word. Omolara became popular. She was a global star. She sang for reputable people. She sang in concerts and everyone screamed her name. Madam Adesuwa never left Omolara's side. She was like the mother Omolara never had. One day, Omolara told Madam Adesuwa, I owe everything I have to you and I appreciate everything you have done for me. But would you give me a chance to go back to the village and visit my family? Madam Adesuwa answered, Are you sure that is what you want? Omolara replied, Yes, I am sure. All right, you may go. You have my blessings, my darling, Madam Adesuwa said. Omolara set out for her village. She arrived in a luxurious car. The villagers were shocked. Wow, who is that? They said in surprise. Omolara arrived at her father's house and alighted from the car. Passers-by exclaimed, Isn't that Omolara? Wow, she looks so different. She's so beautiful. Our family heard the noise outside and they came. Our father was shocked. My precious daughter, is that you? He ran to hug her. I looked for you everywhere. Omolara was emotional. Water started pouring from her eyes. Papa, I suffered. I was all alone. Mama Shade was ashamed. She knelt down and she started begging Omolara. Omolara, my beautiful girl, please forgive me. I know I was wicked, but please, let's put it in the past. Omolara shook her head. Mama Shade, you showed me Pepe. You maltreated me. Nothing I ever did was ever good for you. And then you sold me off. But I will let it go. I will forgive you. If I don't, I won't be able to live with myself. Thank you, my daughter. Thank you, Mama Shade said. Omolara put everything behind her. She forgave her wicked stepmother, Mama Shade. She moved her family to the city and bought her father a big house, and they all lived together happily ever after.